Hello, my loves. Happy Ostara, happy Spring Equinox. Let's do a little witchcraft together. This is going to be some Dollar Tree stuff. We're actually going to do 2 candles. So the first one in this video is going to be for clearing, creating that really calm, clean environment where you're ready to release anything that no longer serves you. So then in the second video, we'll do one for attraction to bring in some new, fresh energy. Okay, so as always, we're gonna start out with the candle. These are the basic Dollar Tree spell candles. I think they're like $1.50 now. They raised the price a little bit, but that's okay. Still a great deal. We're gonna go with white for that clearing. And I like to start out with a clearing candle, something to purify the energy, because sometimes when we're coming out of a sleepier season, right? The season of winter time, there is a slower moving energy. It's often very introspective, okay? We're also going to be leaving Pisces season pretty soon, okay? Pisces is a lot of emotional upheavals, probably a lot of emotional healings, and that's a beautiful thing. However, we don't want to bring any heavy energy with us into this new equinox, this new season of really of some fire energy too, as we get ready to enter into Aries season, which one of my favorite times of year. I always feel so excited about life during this season. So like I said, we're going to start with the clearing candle first. Now, I want your intention with this to be, again, to let go of the burdens that you don't need to carry anymore. Now, if you wanted to also incorporate some tarot into this, you could grab yourself the Fool card in tarot, right? That's signifying the start of a fresh journey, that they're not burdened by the heaviness of the past, like, right? They're moving into a fresh energy. That's what we want to do here. Now, second thing we want to do here is we want to pick a spell oil that's going to correspond to that energy of clear and clean energy, right? So I do have a tutorial on my page for this clarity oil. This is very clearing. This is very fresh. This is very helpful at what we're doing with this, okay? So the tutorial for this, also Dollar Tree, right? This is linked. It's on a playlist. It's on my spell oil playlist, so you can find it. Again, very easy to make, but essentially you are going to want to take one of these little sticks. You could do a toothpick. This is, I think, a nail stick. And essentially you're going to want to put a few holes in the top of this candle. Now, I like to bring in some numerology. So if we are talking about clean and clear energy, right? There is that would be a 9 in my view. Okay, a 9 is the completion of a cycle, and that's the completion of the season of winter as well. So we're gonna take this and dig in through 3. You can do 3 if you're called. Go with what number resonates with you, but for this one, we're gonna put 9 in here. And we're just gonna dig it in lightly. You don't have to tunnel in very deeply, but we're gonna put 9 in here. Again, just think of that energy of releasing, right? We love that. And then we can dress this, but first off, I also want us to write a petition. So I like to use parchment paper. I've talked about this before. We're going to write out what we want to let go of, and we're going to fold it away from us. So I'm going to take a moment to do this too. I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and did that. I also made sure that the holes in here were a little bit deeper. So I also, on the petition paper, I always write it in some messy cursive, and then I make sure I sign it also. Now, because this is a releasing, we're going to fold it away from us, right? Not towards us. We don't want to bring this in, but we're going to fold that away from us. This is also a really great time to call in any guides that you work with, a guardian angel, or any deities that you feel could be helpful in this case. I always say a guardian angel is a great place to start. There's no wrong answers here. You can just call them in, and one of the easiest ways to do that is just to say, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for overseeing this. Thank you for giving your divine white light of protection and clarity over this working. Okay? So So now we have this. Now again, we want to take, and just like if you're worried about what to put on a petition, it doesn't have to be long or fancy or perfect. Again, we're getting away from perfection. We just want to actually do this thing, right? So me, one of the things I was really letting go of in this season, and what Spirit has kind of showed me that I no longer need to have, is the burden of overthinking and overstressing, and just feeling kind of moving with a bit of a heaviness, energetic weight. That's not really my vibe, except I was kind of feeling like I was doing that a little bit. So this is a perfect time for me to just release it, right? And I always say, I let this go now, right? Not that I'm going to, no, we're doing it now. So again, pick what you're wanting, put your spell candle on top. You can burn the petition, but in terms of like a longer burn candle like this, I like to just have it on the bottom, right? And then you're gonna take your spell oil if you choose to use one, and you're just gonna roll it between your hands, warm it up, put that intention back in, right? Let your energy be a part of this. I grabbed the peppermint Dollar Tree essential oil. I'm gonna put a little bit of this in for clarity as well. So some of you have asked how much of this I use. You don't need a lot, okay? Oils are concentrated anyway, so we're just gonna, again, I'm choosing to release the burdens. Speak to it. Let it know what it's doing, right? I'm releasing these burdens. I'm choosing to let this go now. I already feel like that's working, right? We put some in there. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this peppermint oil too. I'm moving forward with clarity, with peace, with a calm mind. The magic of aromatherapy too. How wonderful. Another thing you can do with a candle for clearing like this is you can kind of go over yourself with it. Now I like to do that once it's lit at the very beginning. This is also a good time to put in any extras you might want to do. So you can put in other herbs, you can put in flowers, crystals, that sort of thing. You can put in sparkles as well. I'm a sparkly girl. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm putting a little bit of the mica in there, just a touch. And I'm also gonna put a little bit of this fun glitter I have too. And oh my gosh, you guys, I was just leaning over to put that glitter in there, and man, does this smell good. The combination of the clarity oil coupled with the peppermint oil, wow, this is so needed right now. Now, the final step is you are going to light your spell candle. And if you're new here, you might not have heard me say this before, but I have mentioned on several occasions that I prefer to use old-fashioned matches rather than a lighter. At the end of the day, use what's available to you, of course, but moving forward, I would suggest old-fashioned lighter or old-fashioned matches, because there's that element, that elemental energy in with the wood, okay? So we're going to take this. We are gonna light this candle, and we're gonna give it that moment of allowing ourselves to just focus on that intention. I'm gonna do that off camera. I'm just gonna let myself really meditate on that energy of releasing that heavy energy that I'm ready to let go of. So I'm gonna give myself the opportunity to do that now. And what a beautiful Ostara Spring Equinox spell candle this is. Now, this is something that I'll have going for several hours at a time, and I will relight every day and focus in on that intention. Really let this go to work for me in my magical practice. If you do this, let me know how you find this. I always love connecting with you guys on here, and happy Ostara, happy Spring Equinox to you and yours.